Hello, this is Greg Man for Greg Man Radio Show on this Saturday. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. It's kind of like they messed up when they opened up all the state parks here in South Carolina this weekend. They had to close them back down by 12 after 12 noon today. I saw in the news, and it makes me wondering, this might have been a bad mistake. A lot of people are still protesting and everything else, and they're social distancing. In a lot of places here in South Carolina, especially at the Barnyard Flea Market, I've read, somebody said there's no social distancing. The place was packed all out. I don't know if the governor's going to be happy about all this, or what he's going to do now. Not open this back up, put it back in a stay at home, or what is he going to do? I know he's not going to be happy about hearing all this. You know, everybody's talking about it and everything, seeing it everywhere. I know somebody's got to tell him. Don't hide it from him. People send pictures of people, especially if they got a Twitter account, or, you know, they do that, they send stuff to him. You got to see it. I don't know how some of these restaurants are going to do, and some places don't have outside seating, but some do. They still do the carry out, take out home, and go back home and eat. Part of my thing is that I don't really want to eat outside because it's bad enough with the bees and the hornets. The yellow jackets are really bad if you're eating outside. It all depends on where you're at and how covered it is. If it's outside, you know, it's covered a little bit. You got a little bit of a advantage of something not getting on your food, like flies or stuff like that. I don't want to be getting stung because I'm trying to eat. Now they got these Asian hornets, murder hornets, is calling out in somewhere. I don't know, it must be on the West Coast in Washington State. I hope they don't come this way. That's something dangerous. We don't need that either. Hope I can get that under control before it. It's like everything ever. They've had so many different kind of bees and stuff come through, and they never get to certain points because people kill them off by then. When they die out one. I've seen some weird hornets and wasps all the time, especially down on the coast. Some of them bigger than I've ever seen. But who knows about these things? Thought I better jump in here and do one show right now and let everybody know how things are going. At least the weather today is a lot better than last weekend out here. It was crazy last week. It was a nice, gorgeous 80 degrees, clear weather. Yeah, I know everybody wants out. I don't even know if the stay at home is going to end up. It's supposed to go out and affect. I know I got a lot of side effects out here. I'm sorry. It's what happens when you're outside. But I like doing the shows this way anyway. You know, there's a lot of things you have to think about. You know, there ain't gonna be no salons open still. They're still holding back on them. There's no way you can open up a salon. I know where two still working, I've heard. I don't even know if anybody's really checked into that because I ain't told Cody Alcorn about it. He's like, this is big news, but it is, you know, if you know what this is going on. It's true, it's going on. There's over 20 or 50 cars out there, 20 cars out there that day when my wife left work and where she works at for this salon. And this salon had no sign what it's doing, whatever. But, you know, but that's the way things go sometimes. People wants to break the rules anyway. This social distancing thing ain't going real well either with everybody. I saw somebody going in the Haven Mall. They said they don't care if they're going to wear a mask. If they get it, they get it. I don't wear a mask because I have asthma. It's hard to breathe in things. I found out. hard enough now breathing at times because of allergies and the weather changing every day. But I don't know. It's just hard to tell what things are going to happen. I was here thinking about Macy's Thanksgiving Parade because I saw a clip of that on some thing. I was like, that's going to be a totally different thing this year, the Thanksgiving Parade. I mean, you might not even have it this year. It all depends. It'll be the first time, I think. I don't know if they ever have canceled it. I don't think. All the kind of different parades, Christmas parades everywhere. There's going to be a lot of different things happening. Changes and stuff. It's going to be really, really bad here. And we got this stuff still going. Numbers are going up. And everything is just starting getting worse. Now, I think he's going to realize, oh crap, I shouldn't have done this. I don't know. I know it's all politics right now, but who cares? Save lives. Don't cause people to get sicker. I'm afraid our bed's going to end up, the hospital's going to be over jammed again. Because people ain't doing what they're supposed to and everything else. And thanks for everybody listening to the Great American. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I gotta play something here. Let's see if I can do this one.
She used to be a lady on a pedestal, and now she's walking down an alley and she can't breathe. No one seems to care, no one wants to bear the burden of hand in the hand on the streets. 3 babies she gave her life and now they fight the human condition. Can we ever get it right? Masculine and feminine energy is reminiscing in a spin of silly wise. Cause we're living in a world where everyone's one, but everyone wants to run away. We're living in a world where everyone's two, but everyone wants to do it the way we are. We are, we are, we are, we are all walking wounded, walking wounded. He used to have friends in his past life, but his wife took him for a trip in the limelight. Took his innocence, passion, threw it all away. Stabbed him in the heart, left him in the dark. 5 years he gave his life and now he's scared. Broke everyone off, angry and despair. The hurt that this lady caused, why would another wanna give another so many scars? Cause we're living in a world where everyone's one, but everyone wants to run away. We're living in a world where everyone's two, but everyone wants to do it the way we are. We are, we are, we are walking wounded. It's okay, it's alright. We find truth in the night. Cause we're living in a world where everyone's one, but everyone wants to run away. We're living in a world where everyone's two, but everyone wants to do it the way we are. We are, we are, we are, we are all walking wounded. We are walking wounded. Walking wounded. It's okay, it's alright.
Alright, that was Frankie Love, Walking Wounded there. Everybody's having a great Saturday night. Wherever you're listening to the Great Man Radio Show. Depending on where you're at listening, you could be overseas for all we know, and it could be the next day. It could be Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, Sunday. I don't know what you'll be. Depending on where you're at. Everything. I love coming to y'all and everything, and I've been doing over 230 or episodes and everything now, and hope to do more. I hope the people on YouTube will get their stuff together, and I don't know, people like my stuff and tell me, oh, I'm great and everything, and then they disappear and come up under different names and stuff on YouTube. I don't know who they are. I don't understand what they're doing, or they're playing mind games. I don't know. I got a lot of followings on YouTube, and everybody loves my stuff, and I don't know how many people are listening to it on there. They might be listening from TuneIn Radio or iHeartRadio or wherever. And everything. I love doing my live shows on Monday through Fridays, and on the weekend, on Saturday, I'll do the recorded version, so you can go back and really listen to the Great Man Radio Show anytime you want, really, either way. I love doing this, and I can't say it enough. I talk about all kind of things. I talk about wrestling, and it's hard to talk about wrestling lately because it's kind of not like it used to be back in the days. If I had this back in the day, it would have been fun. Talking about it back then, WCW days and NWA days. We didn't have all this. We do now. But I like watching some of the old stuff. Sometimes I'll pull some up on YouTube or some one of my DVDs or stuff. I even got the last WCW Nitro on DVD. I watch that occasionally, and I'll never forget that Vince McMahon taking over the simulcast of Raw and Nitro. That was crazy. I even got the one I went to in '98 at the Balo Center when it first WCW Nitro came. Yep. That was about the coolest thing ever. That was the day though. The first time I ever got to see the Ultimate Warrior be in the ring, and Diamond Dallas Page, and that was the most cool thing. The reason I wanted to go there because I first saw the Ultimate Warrior. I got to see Sting and Goldberg, and actually I got to see Goldberg really up close during the Raw show. There's a WWF Raw 2000. It was on a December 18th, I think, or I don't remember what year it was. I think it was 2004 or whatever. The first time they had Raw come to Greenville, the first time ever. I had 4 seats for that. I had that ticket still. And I have to go back and look at it. I think if I can see the numbers on them. I have a lot of my tickets where I went to WC Nitro, and I even when I went to the Greenville Braves Stadium for a wrestling, or before they had opened up the Balo Center. They had it at the Greenville Braves Stadium. WCW Wrestling. I have pictures of that stuff, but wherever my wrestling cards are, that's where those pictures are. With all the NWA stuff from 1985 at Spartan Memorial Auditorium, where I wrote them on the back of who was on there. And Ronnie Garden was sitting on the one guy, where he knocked him out. Steve Wahoo McDaniel in one of them, and Dusty Rhodes. I don't remember who was all in them. It was all from 1985 when I went to the Spartan Memorial Auditorium with my grandpa. And everything. It was about the coolest thing ever. You sit back and you ponder over a lot of that stuff, like what happened to all that, where'd it go, and you try to get it back, and don't even know if anybody has it. What happened to it? I know a wrestler wrestled Sting, wrestled Arn Anderson. If you go up on YouTube and search David Isley, I know him personally, and I got him to autograph the wrestling card he has. I got finally back a long time ago. I've seen a lot of videos where he wrestles Sting and everything. It's kind of cool. I got a video of him on Road Warriors. Road Warrior took his cock off of that In that video I saw one of my DVDs I had on WCW Tuesday, when it was Saturday nights when they used to do that on there. It's kind of cool. But I miss wrestling old days. I used to know when I had a friend of mine, she used to work at the video store, and she used to get all the wrestling cool video stuff. She had me stickers of WrestleManias. And I got a medal for Royal Rumble. I have a couple of WWE crew shirts and stuff, and passes and stuff. And when I worked backstage and at the Balo Center, and I was looking at one of the Dixie Chicks shirts I actually got from that 2003 tour. I was going to end up talking to my friend to see if we could redesign that shirt and put it on a bigger shirt, so we can get the actual logo and designs of that actual 2003 tour on the back of that shirt. I'd love to redesign some of my shirts I had when I was working back there. And that's when they gave it to the crew. That was the only way we got them. The rest of the people I seen got others. They're in crew shirts. I have the actual pass from that, 2003. I even have the one that came out from Fleetwood Mac. I actually got to meet Fleetwood Mac, and I wish I had a picture of that, but couldn't take pictures or get an autograph. They say hey to me and this other woman. That's about the coolest thing ever. I had met H. Freely before back several years ago when it was back in 93, 94. I don't know when year the Atlanta Kiss convention came to town back in the 90s. And Ace Frehley had to walk by us, and I got to see him up close. That was before television, having pictures and stuff. And phones, really good. And I always had his picture then. I tried to get his autograph that day on the album, and they wouldn't let me do it. It was so sad. But to be that close to him, it was cool. But the way things go sometimes. I met a lot of celebrities like Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes. I got to see Magno T up close when I was a kid at the Green Memorial Auditorium. He pulled up in his little car. He was waiting on them to open the garage up, and me and my brother waved at him. Sending with my grandpa to go and get to the auditorium. I'll never forget that. That was the day I wished I had a pen and stuff. He got his autograph on something. Or a picture, took him with him. That was the most coolest thing ever. And down in Spartanburg that night, we was coming out of there. I made a wrong turn and walked right into Italian Stallion. He was I came up to his stomach. Walked right into him at Spartanburg. Y'all remember him? Italian Stallion. Back in the days of the NWA days and Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. That's where I remember all this stuff. I still got Sting's rookie card and this Wonder-Rama, the NWA wrestling card of 1988. A lot of different cards are autographed and stuff I've got. I even got pieces of ring in some of them. And some of the WWF stuff and WWE stuff, that were Undertaker was on it. And I got some other ones that were wrestled on it. A lot of different relics of stuff. Jerseys and cards. And back when Marcus Lattimore was on football and 49ers, I got a lot of stuff he played with. And they kept the football with a lot of different relics of things and jerseys and all kind of cool cards, autograph stuff, autograph cards. And I even actually got his real autograph on a Carolina Gamecock picture. I actually got it through his agent. He signed it for me and sent it to me. I got knowing his agent very well there. But now he's not doing anything. It's kind of weird. I ran across where he had. You talk to your agent, and I figured out how to get to the autographs there. That was cool. That's how I got Monica Seles' autograph. I went through her agent. Back then, when I had a big crush on her back then in high school, during the 90s. When she got stabbed, it about went downhill. I did have an airbrush t-shirt of her a long time ago. I think I have that picture of that shirt still. Don't have the shirt anymore. Wish I still did. But I'm going to end up jumping out of here, and I hope everybody has a great Saturday. We'll be back on Monday. Start another work week and see what happens with this stay home work thing again. Is it going to be lifted, or is it going to be thrown back in there? We'll find out later. Hope everybody has a great weekend. That's a great man for Grim Radio Show. Peace. I'm out.
Now, folks, it's Suck It To Me time.
Suck it to me, honey.
Well, I've never been bored before. Hey, it must be Suck It To Me time. Suck it to me. Suck it to yourself.
Suck it to me.